Hey, this is Perch, and yes, getting to it a little bit later than I usually do, but the December 2021 Marvel Comics revealed, or as I like to call it, a video that not a lot of people will watch because I don't know, solicitation videos don't do very well. But hey, maybe things will be different this time. So let's take a look at how Marvel is ending the year. Now they're well into Penguin Random House at this point, 3 months as of December, and all indications are that January, not October, as we originally kind of led to believe, but January is going to be a big month for Marvel. So a couple new series kicking off. We already talked about that a little bit, but let's get into it. But January, February, that kind of time frame feels like it's going to be owned in many cases by the X-Men lineup. And there will be other things certainly going on, but definitely a lot of changes coming for January. Let's see if we can kind of tease out what some of those might be. So blah, 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 lots of things here. Okay, Devil's Reign, number 1 of 6, which we've talked about. Like Marvel's been doing with their events, we actually get number 1 and number 2 in the same month. This is kind of that double ship to start and then slow it down. What's always sad about this is when they double ship, and then there's delays from the artist, and basically then issue 6 comes out later. I'm going to go ahead and predict that that's exactly what's going to happen here. They're going to get these two out the door, and then there's going to hit some delays, and then the last issues or two are going to push out by a few weeks, and you're going to wonder, why did they double ship at the beginning? What was the point? But it kind of plays into the cynical BS strategy of number ones, even with events. You get people in and then it trickles out and you stop kind of caring by the time you get to issue 6. And I know that's a very cynical way of looking at things, but hey, comic industry, you made me this way. So anyway, this is Wilson Fisk being a big bad as mayor of New York. Brings his full criminal. Basically, you get a person elected to a high-profile position who then proceeds to abuse his power by letting all of his crony friends come in and punishing the good guys by using bad guys. So this Devil's Reign comic coming from Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cicchetto, who have had a great Daredevil run. And we can only wait to see how the heroes will possibly stop Kingpin from doing what he's doing here. I'm sure this title will pull from no current events whatsoever. It'll just be a fun ride. Actually, again, I'm being too sarcastic. I do believe Chip Zdarsky will put out a good comic, but I'd like to see at least a run at some point. I'm not saying right now, but maybe somewhere around 2022. Let's have a run where there's no. We like it just 6 months of no like crooked politicians, no hateful, weird domestic terrorist bigot groups, just some good old villains and heroes, kind of, hope and all right. Anyway, Timeless, number 1, a one-shot by Jed MacKay, Kev Walker, Mark Bagley, and Greg Land, which will set up the Kang-tastic 2022, sorry. It's like 2021 didn't exist, so we're just going to do it over again. Why not? I mean, I'm sure that's going to happen to most of us kids who've had lousy school for last year anyway. Avengers Forever, number 1. This is spiraling out of the events of Avengers 750, which I don't think will be numbered 750, but there you go. And we get the multi-universal Avengers, including a brain in a bottle. Who doesn't love a brain in a bottle? Marvel always likes to throw in a brain in a bottle. I'm sure there's some kind of walking shark creature. Oh, God. That Jeff the Shark's going to be in this somewhere. I'm sure of it. Anyway, Jason Aaron Cooter, and that's a pretty decent team. I like Aaron Cooter. I think that's cool. And if Jason Aaron can kind of tap back on some of the bonanza elements of this multi-universal thing, which seems impossible just looking at this art, maybe we get a good crazy storyline out of this. I mean, hope springs eternal. See, now I'm trying to be glass half full guy. Peach Momoko brings Demon Days Rising Storm, which apparently is going to bring in Storm. It looks like Thor there, or somebody with a hammer anyway. And this is, crosses paths with literal gods. Please, don't stop using literal. She crosses paths with gods. Anyway. Demon Days X-Men Creators Cut. This is the first issue of Peach Momoko's series, and it's coming out for $1 more than it was originally solicited, and comes with some extra material, so Marvel can get that money twice before they take it to trade. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 80, Bay. This is where Spider-Man meets Beyonce, and that's what we'll know. This is Beyond. We're getting lots of Beyond, where Aunt May basically puts on her tightest fitting skirt and goes and makes Doc Ock super horny to do something for Peter Parker, which... Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man number 81, we get Ben Reilly fighting Miles Morales in his terrible costume that exists. And then in Amazing Spider-Man 82, Spider-Man decides to basically creep on somebody. He's wanting to check out the neighbor who's been mowing the lawn in really tight shorts, and so he's going to just peek out the window, get as close a view as possible. Notice you can only see one hand of Peter there. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 83, and it looks like the Wrecking Crew by nature of some of the things. Well, I don't know. Here's a crowbar. Maybe this is a Wrecking Crew. What? Maybe it says down below. Wrecking Crew? No, it just says Unbeatable Odds. So anyway, we don't know if this is Peter Parker. Looks kind of like it from the costume, not Ben Reilly Spider-Man, but who knows? Here is amazing. I'm guessing what happens here, by the way, is Peter Parker gets more or less cured. By the way, this is a very disturbing cover, but I think this one is pretty cool. I like this. So this is pretty nice. You got a kind of this storyline of Spider-Man, chasing around. Anyway, he's trying to get things. This is an Art Adams. It's nice to see Art Adams is still inventing pretty cool tricks. This is a good page layout. I mean, good for him. I love to see it. I'm guessing he puts back on the costume, but as a result of whatever's going to happen next week from Kindred, he loses some of his powers, or they're weaker or something. So he needs to stop some crime. He throws on the costume, but he sucks. And then some supervillains show up and just beat the crap out of him. And that's what's going on here. Anyway, in Amazing Spider-Man 84, whatever shenanigans Aunt May did to Doc Ock to get him erect have come into bear, and now he's going to attack Ben Reilly. So a collision course with the Beyond Corporation. Inferno, number 404. This closes out the Inferno event. We got 2 covers here. Looks like, all right. And in this one, it's back to Valerio. I didn't think it was Valerio doing the last issue, but all right. Jonathan Hickman's time on the X-Men ends with the dramatic conclusion of one of the first and best mysteries he brought to the line. Moira and Destiny Mystique. I don't know if that's the best mystery. Moira maybe, but I think this is the best way you put lipstick on the pig that he's basically losing. Maybe Moira dies and then this whole thing keeps going. I don't know. Maybe Moira dies and we keep going with this reality, but then it allows us to do a spin-off series of a new life of Moira going through another reality. I mean, all right. Hulk, number 2. Hulk in space. And this is Donny Cates, Ryan Otley. Mad scientist. Bruce Banner has control with the Hulk locked away, but Hulk in space. Hulk has never been in space before, so it's exciting to see what happens. I wonder if in space what would be really cool is if he actually crash lands on some planet and becomes a gladiator. I mean, that would be a cool thing to do. Anyway, Elektra, Black, White, and Blood, number 104. This is John Romita Jr. doing Elektra again. He does a good Elektra. God, put him on Daredevil. I like Marco Cicchetto, but man, do some kind of prestige thing with John Romita Jr. on Daredevil. I'd love to see that. Anyway, fact, noun, oh, God damn it. King Conan, number 1 of 6. This is a new limited series by Jason Aaron. Mahmoud Assar coming here with more Conan. This is Conan at the end of his career when he's, not this, but kind of like this. Kind of a king, but he still has to cut open some heads and have some scantily looking women hanging off his leg. Although strangely, there's no women hanging off his leg. They're kind of down over here. Anyway, here's Conan the Barbarian, number 1 facsimile edition from way back. See, there's a woman hanging off his leg. It's not Conan unless there's a woman grappling his leg. Black Panther, number 2. John Ridley taking over the title here. What's going on with Black Panther? He must act quickly to save his sleeper agents before they're assassinated. Help of a serious Shuri. All right, secrets lie everywhere. The Thing, number 2 of 6. Yeah, this is a fun cover. I like that. Walter Mosley. And interested to see. Okay. Looks like a lot of very New York-centric stuff. Radio City Music Hall, Central Park. He fights and fights and fights to rescue his newfound love. What? I thought he was married. Oh, Ben, you're stepping out. Very disappointed. Venom, number 3, which has been slightly delayed. Ram V, no Al Ewing on this at all, by the look of it. Brian Hitch here. So this is Rambee's writing the Dylan Brock gets molested by the Venom symbiote storyline, and I think Al Ewing's doing the space Eddie Brock storyline. So in this one, very uncomfortable scene of a probably minor being attacked by a goo. Miss Marvel, Beyond the Limit, #1, Saladin. Sorry, what am I saying? Not Saladin. Samir Ahmed. Interesting. Okay. Kamala Khan, robbery, Nothing She Can't Haul, Bollywood set. Oh dear. Okay. Bollywood and singing films definitely translate well to comics, so I'm sure this will go fine. Captain America, that's a hell of an Alex Ross cover. I think that looks pretty nice. It's raining and everybody's sad. Captain America's Alex Ross needs like the poor guy. He like half the covers he does of Captain America. Captain America's like sad and bummed out. Like he needs to like please give Alex Ross some cap covers where he can just be like kicking ass or just smiling. Like maybe he's got a big ice cream cone. He's just eating it. He's happy. Maybe he's I don't know. He's climbing up some kind of ladder and he's behind I don't know, Jean Grey, and she's wearing a skirt, and Cap's having this goofy kind of grin on his face. Like, dude, come on, give Cap some happiness. I don't know. See, Iron Man, you don't have to do it. He's behind the mask. Who knows what's going on here? By the way, I had a great idea from Ryan, who's been on the channel before, of what about a new Iron Man suit that's just clear and transparent? And so Iron Man is basically flying around naked, and that wouldn't that be a sight? That's yeah, it's a good idea. Be perfect for that pitch video stuff I do with Joe. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, #2 of 5. She's climbing around on a roof. Some good stuff. Back in New York, and her estranged sister. Oh, she has a surprise sister. Very popular these days. Wastelanders. We talked about this. This is 5 issues coming each week of the of December, where we're going to see Old Man Wolverine. Saw that. Old Man Hawkeye. Old Man Doom. Old Woman Black Widow. Man, although Black Widow's, she's not looking great. And then Old Man Star-Lord. And apparently Old Man Rocket Raccoon's in there too. All right, so we get some of those. The Darkhold, Spider-Man #1. This is the God, it's still going on. Feels like this started and ended already, but it actually hasn't even started to come out. The Spider-Man read from the Darkhold and went insane. So we got that to look forward to. And then Darkhold Omega, where it all wraps up. This is Scarlet Witch, who's not dead in this one. And she is having to fight Chiton. And they're in the Dark Dimension. And there's a bold new ally. Something else. Steve Orlando wrapping all this up. And then the Death of Doctor Strange Blade, #1. So what does Blade have to do with the Death of Doctor Strange? I don't know. Vampires. There's vampires. Death of Doctor Strange, X-Men Black Knight. Let's take the Black Knight, who will be in that Eternals movie, and throw him in with the X-Men that we're trying to build some property around, and let them have an adventure. Who are they fighting? I don't know. People. They're fighting something. Extra-dimensional foes. It's always those extra-dimensional foes. Death of Doctor Strange, 4 of 5, meaning this is going for another month. Let's see this Kari Andrews cover. Okay, wait, this isn't the Kari Andrews cover. This is Paco Medina. Is this a Kari Andrews cover? It's a good color. If so, anyway. Someone has to stop the giant mystical threat, devouring all magic. X-Men Legends #10. I'd heard this was going to be Chris Claremont, but apparently Chris Claremont's working on Gambit. So this is another Fabian Nocenta. Dan Jurgens, who's, I think, new to the X-Men. I don't think he's done X-Men before, but maybe I'm mistaken there. Dan Jurgens, I'm sure he's drawn them at some point, but maybe not published. Anyway, Mr. Sinister is doing something, and he's fighting the Beast. Amanda Mueller, Moira McTaggart, 8 Circle, Magneto. When is this time period? I don't know. More Sinister machinations. Okay. Sword, #11. Sword is the final frontier. Sword Station 1 crashing into Earth. That's going to cause a dent. Lethal Legion, poised to play. How far it's planned? How many bodies will she leave in her wake? There's talk that Sword is ending or close to ending. Maybe with this issue or the next issue. I mean, everything X-Men appears to be ending for a bit while they do their big whatever they're doing. X-Men Trial of Magneto. Is he guilty? I don't know. Justice is served. Mystery is served. Guilty judged. Avengers victims. All right. And then there's also, it looks like this is all screwed up. So, oh no, we just repeated. Okay, then we got X-Force #28 by Amazon. I mean, okay. Anyway, Eruption, Domino, Kid, Omega, Wolverine head back to the Thresher, Cargo. The reveal major ramifications on the next issues of X-Force. New wave of mutant technology. All right. New Mutants number 24. You get a treehouse. Who doesn't love a treehouse? What else is this promising us? Warpath crying. Next, X-Men number 6. Captain Krakoa. We talk next. Hellions number 18. Final issue. Which there you go. Hellions no more. It's the final issue. Story is concluded or canceled. Whatever you want to call it. It's really up to you. You're the customer. Wolverine number 19. Wolverine fights a giant island mouth. So you don't go swimming. You shouldn't go swimming if there's this under the water. Now, granted, yeah, it doesn't look like Wolverine's looking down, but that's not going to be a good place to swim. Anyway, the deadliest creature on Krakoa. Marauders, number 27. This certainly sounds like the conclusion of the story, end of the story for now, stopping of the title briefly before it relaunched, cancel. Again, call it whatever you want, but Marauders number 27 is here. Kate Pride's got a perm going. Excalibur, number 26. Here is Excalibur in another comic that looks very conclusion-y. Otherworld Falls. Merlin, King Arthur, taking the Starry Citadel. Saturnine still lives. Not for long. Betsy Braddock must decide where her loyalties lie. Once and for all, it's been building to this. The fantasy ends here and reality rushes in. Okay. Again, sounds like a pause story. Okay, I don't need to do the bit a fifth time. Spider-Man. Miles Morales, number 33. Again, terrible costume. This is a terrible costume. This was a bad idea. Spider-Woman, number 18. Devil's Reign. She's crossing over that. People with swords. Conveniently hold them up so she can squat on them. Moon Knight, number 6. It looks like he got shot in the back or the butt. It's not good. Anyway, this is beaten, bloody, world burning around him. Bad news. Will Moon Knight die again? Probably not. The Last Avengers story, Marvel Tales number 1. This is a nice little Peter David story to go along with the Kang shenanigans. Reprinted. This is a fun story and kind of hard to find. By the way, this comic. Anyway, Phoenix Song, Echo number 5. So this comic coming as we explore the new Phoenix. Echo meets her maker. Okay. Avengers number 51, multi-universal Avengers and Deathlocks. Lots of when you have a problem, bring in Deathlock. Where's Deathlocket? Huh? Remember Deathlocket? Avengers, Tech-On Avengers. This first issue rocked. I'm all credit to Zub. This is a great little issue. Completely, it lives in its own world, so you don't have to pay attention to anything else. You can just read this and it's fun. Part of the partnership with Bandai. So when do we get the toys? Because the toys on this are going to rock. Anyway, The Marvels, number 7. This is Kurt Busiek, Yard Sing there. Cool. Final. When does this title? How it's just going and going and going. I think this would be a good one where they need to slap on ongoing or of 12 and call it basically. I know people who are waiting for this to kind of assume it's going to be in the trade. And maybe it's not. I mean, I'm sure there will be a trade maybe, but clarify what you're doing here. Captain Marvel, number 35. Captain Marvel and the Marvels and all the Marvels all have a fight. And here she's Mole Ma'am. Mole Ma'am is what she is. She won't be Mole Ma'am in the comic. But anyway, Carol and the other Marvels fight to save themselves. Kang, the Conqueror, number 5. Kang melts. Oh, I see what you're doing here. You're doing that painting of the famous guy. Okay. Anyway, time melts. Cycle, renew, Nathaniel Richards. All right. Defenders, 4 or 5. Doctor Strange is not dead in this one. That's good news. Fantastic Four, number 39. Lots of Franklins. Franklins of Franklin Past. Looks like that we've got that. The TVA. Oh, boy. Tie into that. Dan Slott watch Loki. Anyway. Darkhawk, number 5 of 5. Darkhawk's grabbed by the head by this weirdo here. Khazar, Lord of the Savage Land, number 4 of 5. Khazar and his son and wife all deal with their new plant powers. So that's bad. Land to King. Iron Man, number 15. Looks like some space shenanigans. What's going on? Iron Man has become the Iron God. But Korvac is also a cosmic... you know what? I wish Dan Slott would come back and do Iron Man 2020. Yeah, that's where we are, folks. Black Widow number 13. You know, I give Kelly Thompson some crap from time to time for well-deserved reasons, but this Black Widow comic is pretty damn good. I'm there. I said it. It's this is a good comic. She's done a good job with this character. These variants are it's a nice little variant, kind of fun, but these variants have been really good. Like Adam Hughes has been killing it on these, but this is actually a really solid little comic. It doesn't have that annoying. It has less of that annoying, snarky kind of dialogue that feels like Bendis light and that I despise. It's actually pretty good. Shang-Chi, number 7. Shang-Chi holds some people in his hands and they have a fight. Who is Shang-Chi's mother? I guess we'll find out. Thor, number 20. Thor looks at his sword. It's all lit up. Nick Klein back on the comic once again. Donny Cates is on this. God of Hammers, 205. Moilinger is on a rampage across the realms, leaving death and destruction. Oh, we're giving the hammer sentience and letting it run amok? I mean, all right. Strange Academy, number 14. This looks like 4 troublemakers are here to do some trouble. This is the issue you'll be looking back on 5, 10, 15 years from now. See the future of the Strange Academy in the Marvel Universe. You won't believe your eyes. I'm going to say no. I mean, this is a fun little series, but whenever the company promotes this comic will be meaningful 10, 15 years from now, not so much. But I'm guessing this is the kids when they're older, and we get to see like the future of magic. Anyway. Oh, okay. It's a fun little comic. Ramos is doing a great job on it. Savage Avengers, 27. Jerry Duggan, Patch, Zurcher, and this the one you've been waiting for. Conan, Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, and a Time Master to be named later. Kang? Let's call it Kang. All join your favorite Savage Avengers to finish up the Kulan Gath saga. Okay, you won't see this incoming because we didn't either. Oh yeah, you don't even know who the other person is. So. Eternals, number 8. Okay. Kieran Gillian's still doing this comic. Assad Ribick's still on the art. It's a Christmas miracle from Marvel. Anyway, Warhammer, 40,000, Sister Battle. It's just dawned on me I'm at 22 minutes. I haven't gotten to the Star Wars stuff yet. But here we are. Crimson Rain. Warhammer. This is fine. Everybody gives me crap for not talking about Warhammer more, but this is a fun little limited series. That's a nice character sketch cover. All right, time to repent. It's the final issue of this one, and link to the next one. So we'll be back. I'll be back to give it more attention next month. Crimson Rain. What's this? Charles Soleil, 5-issue series. Charles found some mushrooms, and he ate them. And there's bounty hunters. Star Wars The High Republic, Trail of Shadows. Looks like Star Wars people go to a nightclub. Hopefully it's just one of the talking or singing nightclubs, and this isn't the scene before she starts stripping. That would be weird. Star Wars The High Republic, number 12. VR lightsabers. The hunt for Laura D continues. I didn't know it started. Star Wars number 20. Luke stares at some holograms. We're getting a lot of people staring at stuff. Anyway, Charles Soleil here. He's staring at a mushroom that Luke's going to eat. Star Wars Darth Vader by Greg Pak. Darth Vader is showing us his long rod here that he's going to use to do some stuff. Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Okay. Ethan Sachs on this team of bounty hunters going on. This is actually a fun little series. I will say it's been fun. Dr. Aphra has got some pointy stuff, making her yell, and that's it. That's what we've got. So a decent assortment of comics in December before we get ready for the big all X-Men reboot and whatever else is happening. Not as many comics right before Christmas, but quite a few. Before New Year's. This is a much more packed, including Inferno. Like normally, Marvel kind of ignores this last week, or they'll put like 4 or 5 things out, but not this year. This year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And look at you got an Amazing Spider-Man issue. So well, you got Fantastic Four promising some shit. You got Inferno, which is going to be big. You have maybe the finishing issue of Marauders. You have the Darkhold Omega wrapping up. Nobody's reading that, but it's there. And yeah, that's quite a bit. And then you get into the first week and you roll right into this new Sabretooth and the 10 Lives of Wolverine, which is the start of the X-Men going bonkers, and the Reckoning War. Two crazy weeks right next to each other, and Villains for Hire. That's a lot, Marvel. Anyway, there you go. There's your December. So what are you buying in all this? What's being held in your box? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna take a drink because that was a lot of talking. But thanks for sitting with it, and yeah, that's what I got.